Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Bushnell Prairie City High School. And I do say afternoon because, well, I guess it's 5:01 now, so maybe it's evening. Everybody should be off work, right? 5 o'clock is when we're supposed to end our workday, right? Well, for the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Crew, it is just time to get to work for today. We're a little earlier than we had initially posted this game as being, because it's going to be another long night for TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH and Hewlett Public Pro LLC and the rest of the Tri-State Sports Report gang, as we have JV volleyball starting here in just a couple minutes. Rushville-Industry a little late getting here, so we're still about 4 minutes away from going. Then we have varsity contests, should start around 6:15-ish or so, give or take a few minutes. And then we will tear down real quick, take the Hewlett Public Pro crew out to the Crow's Nest for the football field, and we'll do the Powder Puff football. Not sure who's going to be the commentators for that just yet. Maybe some football players. I don't know. I've asked a couple, and some of them aren't available or able or willing, whatever the case may be. So at any rate, we'll find out who's going to be the commentators for that. Hopefully we can get a couple students to do it. I think it was a lot of fun. If you listened to the broadcast of the Ironman volleyball last night, Courtney Oakman and Katie Rodeford did an outstanding job in their debut as the commentators for that. You're listening to the pregame show here on TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. It's brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events on the big screen. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. Once again, we're about 3 minutes away from the first serve. We're actually sending the teams to their benches, and then we'll have first serve after that. I want to welcome everybody here once again to Bushnell Prairie City High School. Homecoming week, the juniors actually won Ironman volleyball last night, much to the chagrin of Miles, my camera guy, because he is a sophomore, and his sophomore team, or his sophomore class, actually beat the juniors in the first set last night, but then couldn't get a victory in the last two sets, and then the juniors went on to beat the seniors and then lose to the faculty who played them in the overall championship. Pretty fun watching the faculty and the students battle out here last night. So it'll be Powder Puff action. So Katie and Courtney both playing football tonight. And we'll see how that goes on the field over at the across the parking lot, I should say, here at Bushnell Prairie City High School. We're going to take a short break here on TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. The pregame show is brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor, and we'll be back right after this.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
Once again, the pregame show here on TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH is brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. This broadcast also being brought to you by a bunch of other great sponsors, including Hensley Grain. Hensley Grain and Rural Bushnell has a long family history of taking an active role in the Bushnell Prairie City School District, and especially Spartan athletics. Good luck, Spartans, in your 2021 fall campaign. Also, Rosie's Pizza. Rosie's Pizza offers something for everyone with pasta, sandwiches, and, of course, pizza. Dine in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between for for delivery. Not free, but for delivery. Call 309-772-2101. And also Heil Enterprises and Heil Trucking. They can take your product down the road near or far and also offers top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. The second generation business continues to grow and continues to support BPC athletics. Stop by and see Danny, John, or Travis. Well, you won't see John there a whole lot anymore, but you might catch him if you're lucky on Route 41 south of Prairie City, or call them at 309-775-3333. Let's take a look at the starters for this JV contest as we're going to bring them out on the floor here momentarily. First for Rushville-Industry, the Rockets, who are the visiting team today. At right back, a sophomore, number 2, is Addie Green. At right front, number 32, a freshman, Katie Vogler. At middle front, a freshman, number 23, Charlie Gerlman. At left front, number 22, a sophomore, Elizabeth Corey. At left back, a freshman, number 29, Carly Hamm. At middle back, a sophomore, number 7, Dylan Esther. And the libero, a sophomore, number 3, Taylor Armstrong. She'll actually start varsity as well in the middle back position a little bit later, but won't play a full rotation, I don't believe. For your Spartans of Bushnell Prairie City High School, at right back, well, this will be the rotation. I don't know who's got to serve, so this will obviously fluctuate a little depending on who got to serve. But at right back, number 16, Audrey Hood. At right front, number 28, Daisy Crow. At middle front, number 9, Callie Kramer. At left front, number 1, Abby Nelson. At left back, number 4, Presley Brandt. At middle back, number 31, Kendra Ford. And the libero is Gracie Havens. She will wear number 55. So that's how we'll start this contest here this evening as we get ready to go with set number 1 for the JV contest. It looks like Audrey Hood is at right back. That means that BPC will have first serve. And number 7, Dylan Esther, is at right back for the Rushville-Industry Rockets, which means they have second serve. And the libero, number 3, Taylor Armstrong, will come in for number 29, Carly Hamm. And Audrey Hood goes back to serve for BPC. First serve of the contest right here, deep left. It goes to the aforementioned Esther. Near side on the set. That's in. The kill by number 23, Charlie Gerlman. And it's a point and side out for the Rockets. Back to serve as expected. Number 2, Addie Green, a sophomore. It's dug by Havens in an overpass. It's going to be pushed across by Green, who's the setter from the back row. She's going to set middle. That is out that time on Gerlman's hit, so it's a side out back to BPC. Substitution coming in. First sub of the game coming in for BPC, Sierra Shannon. She'll replace Presley Brandt, as those two have switched positions all season long that we've got to watch BPC. Daisy Crow back to serve, the sophomore for BPC. Her overhand serve to the right. Doug, bump set. Hit over by Caitlin Vogler. Nelson on the set. Shannon's going to have the hitting error. And it'll be a side out back to the Rockets. Back to serve will be Caitlin Vogler, number 32. As she looks to be the person coming out for right after this serve for the libero. And Kramer digs that up. Shannon bumps it across. Now it's going to be Green on a back set. That was to Gerlman as well. Now set near side. That's to number 22. That's Elizabeth Corey. Now back row attack from Audrey Hood is Doug. Bump set middle to Gerlman, and this could be knocked out of bounds, a side out on the hitting error. So as expected, number 32, Caitlin Vogler takes a seat. Back to serve for BPC's Callie Kramer, the freshman, wearing number 9. I do believe she was one of the coaches last night for the Ironman volleyball. And a push across by Green. Bump set to the wrong side. Goes right to Gerlman, and she'll get the kill. As Nelson's set went awry, and it's another side out, as we have not scored an offensive point yet. It's 3-2, as the scoreboard says 3-1, but it is not correct. It's 3-2. Nelson's bump set goes to Ford. She has to track it down, does it bump it across on a free ball. Green's going to set left side to Corey, and it's dropped down in front of a diving Audrey Hood for the first offensive point of the contest for the Rockets. Gerlman's second serve. That goes outside the post on a passing error, and another point for the Rockets. It's Gerlman back to serve one more time. Gerlman's serve is deep and out of play. Side out with the Spartans trailing 5-3. Back to serve will be Abby Nelson. She will be the setter as well, so it looks to be a 5-1 for the Spartans right now. We'll see if that changes anywhere during the match. And a foot fault as Nelson's left toe was on the line. A service error and a side out to the Rockets. Back to serve now will be number 22, Elizabeth Corey, sophomore for the Rockets. Her team leading by 3, 6-3. High toss, hit across to Daisy Crow. Nelson tracks it down, backs pass to Daisy Crow, who tries to attack but hits it out of bounds. A hitting error results in a point as Elizabeth Corey gets her first service point of the contest. Corey's next serve going to be another high toss. And a bumped across. Set by Green. Near side is hit by number 29, Carly Hamm. Is deep and unplayable. Well, it was playable, but it was out of play. So checking back into hit now is Presley Brandt for the Spartans. She'll serve right from the middle of the court. Didn't like the toss, so she let it fall. You can do that in case anybody was wondering. There's the toss. She liked that one a little better, but the result was not any better. So that makes it 8-4 now, a lead for the Rockets. And back to serve for her second serve is Carly Hamm. Actually, this is her first serve, excuse me. And her serve is an error on serve receive, and it's 9-4 now. Hamm's second serve falls short, but Brandt was able to get it up off the floor, but BPC can't do anything with it, and a timeout's going to be called by BPC. We'll take a break as well and be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. Game being brought to you by Bushnell Banking Center. Bushnell Banking Center, located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell, offers full-service banking and loan services for all of your banking needs. Come visit the Bank of Friendly Service or call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Bushnell Banking Center is an equal housing lender and member FDIC. And Webb Family Farms. Webb Family Farms has been growing corn, soybeans, and Spartans for 5 generations. Nathan, Lisa, Jamie, Cyrus, Terry, and Linda wish all BPC athletes good luck this season. So a second point for Carly Hamm results in a 10-4 lead for the Rockets as she's back to serve one more time. This one's deep. Kramer's there and a pass overpass, excuse me. And it went. What are we doing here? The umpire. The umpire and the down official were having struggles deciding whether it was in or out or otherwise. Ends up being out of bounds on the hitting error, and it makes it a 10-5 game as Kendra Ford's back to serve. Her serve is deep. It was Gerlman there to get it. It's going to be passed over by Green. Hood's going to set back row on a bump set to Ford, and she hits it out of bounds for another side out. Back on the serve will be the Rockets, and checking in for the Rockets is Delaney Myers, number 13. She will be the server, as this will complete the first rotation for both squads. Delaney Myers, she is a freshman. Short serve, and it's an ace. Second serve, that's just dirty. That is dirty. Undefendable, that let serve is. Never used to be able to do that. They've added that in at about, well, probably 10 years ago now, but that is just a dirty serve if you can make it work. Daisy Crow is going to put it up, and Audrey Hood's going to take it off the net thanks to Abby Nelson, and she gets it across. It's going to be pushed across by Girlman. Right back to Girlman it goes, and she's going to get the kill on the overpass. So another point for Myers, another kill for Girlman. That's her third. And it's 13, make that 14-5. My scoreboard's not updating. It is on my screen, but not on the app, so we'll let it go. Daisy Crow. Myers serve. Now it's going to be Kramer bumping it across. There is Corey to Girlman on the set. It's out of bounds. Side out to BPC is they trail 14-6, and back for her second service attempt will be number 16, Audrey Hood. And that's going to go right over the head of Corey and to the left of the libero, Taylor Armstrong, and an ace for Audrey Hood. First offensive point for the Spartans. Corey bump set from Green. She comes out near side to Girlman. And Girlman's going to get another kill on the touch. And it's 15-7. That's 4 kills for Girlman. And back to serve will be the setter, Addie Green. Both teams playing a 5-1 here tonight. Green's serve coming now. Very short. Kramer is there, and Daisy Crow gets it across. Then Girlman's there for the block, but a nice job by Audrey Hood to dig that up. Kramer got it across. Now Girlman's going to hit it into the net. Great defensive play by both Kramer and Hood to get that over, and now Sierra Shannon's going to check back in for BPC. They only have 8 players tonight. Daisy Crow to serve. That looks deep, and it's out. Her mom and Mike Ebert getting married on Saturday, so a lot going on in the world of Daisy Crow this week with homecoming and mom's wedding and all kinds of fun stuff on Saturday. 16-8's the score. Back to serve for the second time is number 32, Caitlin Vogler. Callie Kramer with the hit. Green with the set to the middle to Girlman. Girlman's kill is going to fall in front of a diving Audrey Hood, and it's 17-8. Another kill for Girlman. The only player with a kill unofficially for the Rockets, and she's got 5. That was a point for Vogler. Vogler's second serve. Hood, a nice pass to Nelson. Set to Shannon, and she's going to hit it deep, but Vogler is there. Now it's going to go, it's not going to go across as Vogler couldn't control it. Side out to BPC, and back to serve will be Callie Kramer, the freshman for BPC. 17-9 is the score. The Rockets with the lead here in set number 1. Long way to go here in this fresh soft / JV contest. Nice serve, looks deep though. It is, it's out of play, and a side out for the Rockets. Back to serve for the Rockets will be Charlie Girlman. If you're watching this on Hewlett Public Pro LLC's YouTube channel, which is the only place you can see us, as Daisy Crow's hit goes out of bounds. Girlman gets another service point. That's her third. Make sure you comment on our live chat. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. That goes for the Rockets fans as well that might be watching. Hood's nice pass to Nelson. Ford is back in, and she does the hits. Be upped by Corey, bumped across by Green. Crow is there. Nelson sets back row again to Crow, and she's going to hit it out of bounds again. A little too deep. Another point for Girlman. That's Hood. A settable pass that Ford thought she needed to go after. Results in a point. It's 21-9 now. Girlman's serve this time goes to Sierra Shannon. Nelson's going to set Shannon, and Shannon's going to get it across. Girlman's there. Corey sets right side. That was Hamm who hit it across. Now it's going to be Green setting near side to Corey. Her hit is dug by Daisy Crow. And a passing error results in a point, 22-9. Girlman's still serving. She serves 4 in a row now. And that time it was a setting error, results in a point. 23-9 is the score now. Hood. And a kill by Corey. Elizabeth Corey with the kill. And another point results in set point for Girlman and the Rockets. And a hitting error results in a side out finally, but they have to score 14 straight points. As checking in for the Rockets will be number 20, a freshman, Alice Heineck, as she replaces Girlman. Back to serve will be Abby Nelson for the Spartans. She has to serve 14 straight to keep this from ending the set. Green, a nice job getting to the net and getting it up. Daisy Crow. Nelson's going to push it across. Green's going to push it across now. Kramer comes up to get Nelson, sets Hood. Hood hits it across, dug by Armstrong. Now it's going to come near side to Corey. Kramer's there, and then Sierra Ford gets it across. Corey sets Green. Green sets Corey, and Corey's going to push it across. Nelson now going to get it to Ford, who gives a free ball. It's going to be number 29, Hamm, getting it across. Nelson to Hood. Hood's going to hit it to Armstrong. Green sets it across. Ford is there. Nelson now is going to push it. As Armstrong comes up and get it. Green sets middle. That's to number 7, Dylan Esther. And it's finally going to fall after about as good a rally as you're going to see. But that will end set number 1, 25-10. We'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
I became a nurse practitioner because I wanted to do more. I wanted to learn more, actually have more hands-on individually with patients. The rewarding part for me is that I get to come to work and learn something new every single day.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
At Ace, your backyard is right in our backyard. So when you need to feed your grass, remove the weed.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True Convection Cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True Convection Cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
I would say that one of the most rewarding aspects of being an obstetrician is being present at the delivery of a baby. It's mostly a joyous occasion, and it's just so much fun to be a part of that.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School, 25-10 Rushville-Industry in set number 1. This game being brought to you by Farmers Merchant State Bank of Bushnell. For over 100 years, Farmers Merchant State Bank of Bushnell has been servicing the local community's needs for personal and business banking as well as home and agricultural lending. It also has its fine trust department. Stop by the main branch at 484 East Main Street or their driving facility on Cole Street to learn more. F&M Bank's an equal housing lender. And M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles for everything you need to finish your new home or replenish an old one. Stop and see the fine folks at 481 West Main Street or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or on the web at www.mnbfurnitureinc.com. You can also call them at 309-772-2111. So, Addie Green will be the first server here in set number 2, as it is 1-0 in the set department for the Rockets. Her serve goes to Crow. Nelson. Crow's going to get the hit, and it's going to be deep and out of bounds for a point. Also helping to bring this contest, McDonough District Hospital's athletic trainers and MDH Rehabilitation Center with locations in Bushnell and Macomb provide expert help to Spartan student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. And going to call an illegal hit on BPC. Makes it 2-0. McDonough District Hospital is more than hospital care, a hospital caring. So Green has 2 service points here to open the contest. And that's unfortunate for BPC, but they were able to get it across. A great job by Nelson and Kramer. Daisy Crow on the overpass knocks it out of bounds. Another point for the Rockets. Green, who did not have a service point in the first set, has 3 in a row to open set 2 here, and that one goes into the net. A service error and a point for BPC as Audrey Hood will go back for her first attempt. She had the only service point of the set for BPC in the opening set. Green sets to Girlman. Girlman is received by Hood, and Nelson just gets a hand on it and somehow gets it over the net. Now Corey's going to hit it. Nelson goes down and gets it. Corey now Green. Green's going to push it across. Hood's there. Nelson tries to go to Kramer. Kramer can't hit it, so she just sends a free ball. Now Green's going to set back set to number 15. That's Ashlyn Downs, And then again, a passing error results in another point and a side out for the Rockets. Serving is the aforementioned number 15, Ashlyn Downs. Another overpass. Well, it actually never got over. That's a point for the Rockets and an ace for Downs. That was a low, hard serve. There's Corey with the hit. Kramer has it. It's going to go to Crow. Crow's going to bump it across. Green was there. Girlman's going to send it back, and nobody gets it. It was a second hit attempt that she just went backwards on the bump, and it went over and in as Downs gets her second point, and it's 6-1. That's deep. Havens is there. Goes right to the net. And they're going to call an illegal lift hit on Nelson as Nelson had to go up and try to grab it. And she probably could have just pushed it over, but instead tried to bring it back for a settable hit. And that's going to be a perfect ace right in front of a diving Gracie Havens. And a timeout on the floor charged to BPC. We'll keep it here for this one. This game being brought to you by United Community Bank. United Community Bank services are designed to keep you in the game when you're on the go. With online and mobile banking that's nothing but net, which you don't really want in volleyball, to friendly services you can count on from the leader of community banking. Choosing UCB is always the best spike. Visit a location near you with branches in Bushnell, Colchester, and 2 in Macomb. UCB is a member FDIC. And MTC Communications, because having slow, unreliable internet just doesn't cut it in 2021. MTC Communications offers lightning-fast, reliable fiber internet, video, phone service, and camera systems in the McDonough County, Henderson, and Hancock County areas. Visit mtc.crowdfiber.com to check your availability. And a community news brief for all of your local news. Subscribe to the Community News Brief weekly edition mailed directly to your home every Friday. As an option, you can also receive Monday and Wednesday editions by email. All of this for $42 per year or $38 if you're 65 or older, and another ace for the Rockets as Ashlyn Downs is having all kinds of fun all of a sudden. She's got 3 aces and 4 points here. Makes it 9-1 here in set number 2. And that's a service there. Single copies of Community News Brief can be purchased at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, Macomb. I should say Community News Weekly Edition can be purchased. Their news brief is still available Monday and Wednesday. Daisy Crow with the serve. Armstrong's there. Set to Corey. And a passing error results in a side out. It's 10-2 now. Gerlman goes back to serve. Hood with the dig. Sierra Shannon's going to get it to Kramer, who bumps it across. Green to Corey. Shannon's going to try to set it, but it goes right to the campfire, as Katie Rotifer called it last night. Gerlman with another point, and it's 11-2. Serve goes to Havens. Shannon. Kramer's going to have to bump it across. She does a nice little bump, gets it barely across. Now Hood's going to, Shannon, knocked it to the back, and she gets a kill and a side out for the Spartans. A kill, first one of the contest for BPC. Kramer, deep, hard serve goes off Armstrong. She has a little problem with it. They do gather it back up. It's pushed across by Esther. Kramer's there. Set far side to Ford. Ford's hit falls short. It's dug by Haynes. And 2 hits by Sierra Shannon and a side out to BPC, or to the Rockets. 12-3 is the score. Back to serve is number 22, the sophomore, Elizabeth Corey. Nelson's going to set forward again. She gets it across, and it goes outside the foul pole. So a hitting error and a point for Elizabeth Corey, her second service point. She's got 1 kill and 2 service points now. Hood is there. And Sierra Shannon might have got away with a foot fault there. She was a little bit under the net, but they didn't call it. She gets the kill nonetheless. And a side out for BPC. Back to serve is Abby Nelson, wearing number 1 for the Spartans. It was Esther on the serve receive. Nelson's going to set middle to Hood. Hood's deep, and it looked like Heineck couldn't decide whether she should or shouldn't go after it. She decided at the last second to go after it, and Hood gets the kill. And Nelson gets the service point, just the second service point of the contest for BPC. 13-5 is the score. Short floating serve. Hood's there to find a hole in the back. Another point for BPC and another kill for Audrey Hood. Her second service point for Nelson. 13-6 is the score. An ace for Nelson. She's throwing the ball up like it's a jump serve, but she doesn't jump. She's still getting kind of the short float off of it, though. Doesn't have a lot of power like some of the jump serves has, but it's a floater, and it's fallen just over the net in front of the 10-foot line. Now she's going to go a little deeper with that one. Corey's there. Green. Esther. Comes right back across. Nelson gets it up in the air. Crow. Now Hood's going to bump it across. Heineck, and then Green tried to push it across and couldn't do it. Another point for BPC as they're clawing their way back into this one. Abby Nelson gets her 4th straight service point. It's 13-8. Green sets middle to Esther. Esther's left-handed hit from the middle is deep, played by Kramer. Now it's going to be Hood hitting it. Armstrong is there. Nice pass to Green. It's going to go to Haynes. Now it's going to be set to Hood's going to bump it across as the set went right in between Ford and Hood. Neither one of them knew for sure who it was supposed to go to, and they hit it out of bounds. 14-8. Checking in for the Rockets, number 29 is Carly Hamm, and she will serve for the Rockets. Short serve off of Shannon. Nelson got a hand on it to save it, but nobody else expected her to, so it falls on the floor. 15-8's the score. Hamm goes back to serve one more time. Hamm of the Carly variety is a freshman for the Rockets. Shannon bumps it across. Heineck is there, Downs with the hit. Nelson's going to send it into play. Hood's going to get it across. Corey is there. Green sets middle to Esther. Now Green gets it across. Hamm. Green to Downs. Downs is going to hit it deep and out of play. They've had some long rallies here in this fresh soft contest. That's the first extended rally that went BPC's way, though. It's 15-9. Sierra Shannon back to serve for the Spartans. Short serve. Heineck is there. Esther now gets it across. Kramer. Now Esther tried to block, and it came off the block, so she hit it back over. Now Daisy Crow hits it out of bounds. 16-9 on the side out. Sierra Shannon checking out. Presley Brandt will check in now for BPC. As back to serve will be number 13, Delaney Myers. She had 3 points and 2 aces in the first set. This is her first serve of set number 2. Daisy Crow is there. Nelson. Hood's going to bump it across. Very short hit is Doug. Crow sends it across. Green now sets back row to Corey. Crow sets it, but it's going to go bump set to the wrong side, and Green's going to bump it right back across. Now Hood's going to bump it right back across. Green's going to set near side, and a deep hit out of bounds by number 15, Ashlyn Downs. And a side out for BPC is at 16-10, and back to serve will be number 31, Kendra Ford. Ford's serve was taken by Elizabeth Corey. It should have been taken very well, but just rolled up her arms and didn't go anywhere. It's a point for BPC. Kendra Ford gets her first service point. Armstrong saves it. Esther gets it across. Now Daisy Crow is going to knock it out of bounds on a passing error, and it's 17-11. Green back to serve. Havens, who's back in libero, sends it across. Green sets left side to Corey. Crow sends it back. Green sets middle to Gerlman now. Gerlman's hit's dug by Brandt. Nice dig, nice pass. And then Daisy Crow is going to get the kill, as nobody could do anything with it as she attacked on the second hit again. (17-12) is the score. Audrey Hood back to serve for the second time. So we've made it through one rotation and one server now. Havens with the dig. Brandt to Kramer. Green, middle to Gerlman. Gerlman off the net. Nelson saves it. Hood gets it up, and then Nelson sends it back across. Downs is there. And Corey with the hit. Now Crow sends it across. Esther's there. Kramer. Nelson. Crow on the free ball. Green's going to set middle to Gerlman. Gerlman's hit is in, and a kill for Gerlman, and a side out for the Rockets as Gerlman gets her 6th kill of the contest. Back to serve will be Ashlyn Downs. She had 4 service points in the first set, 3 aces. And that's an ace right there. It's 19-12. Downs' next serve is off the net. Kramer is able to dig it. Brandt's going to send it to the net. Crow's going to bump it across. Downs has some trouble with it. Green goes to get it. Gerlman sends it across. Right back across an overpass goes Hood. And then as Downs and Green both went to the ball, Green was coming to set. Downs was going after it, but it kind of caught Downs off guard, and she let it fall to the floor. 19-13 is the score. Back to serve is Daisy Crow for BPC. And nice serve with an overpass, and that could have been called an illegal hit, but it was not. Now that's going to go out of bounds on the free ball from Gracie Havens, and a side out to the Rockets. They lead 20-13. Gerlman back to serve one more time for the Rockets. She will not serve again in this one, as a block is, and then there's going to be a couple players get together. That's Esther and Green. Ran into each other. On the side out. Back to serve will be Callie Kramer for BPC. 20-14 is the score. Gerlman, Green, back row attack from Gerlman. Goes right by the noggin of Shannon and falls for another kill from that one from the back row, though, for Gerlman. And it's 21-14. I said earlier Gerlman will not serve again, and she won't, because if there takes that many side outs, they'll have 25. Unless we go extra, as the serve is going to be Daisy Crow sending it across. Green sets middle to Esther. Esther's hit, dug by Hood. Nelson, Ford's going to send over the free ball. Armstrong, Green, back row set to Gerlman again. Ford's there. Crow, now Nelson's going to have to send it across, and it won't get there on the free ball attempt. And it's 22-14 and a timeout BPC. We'll take a break as well and be right back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
The thing I enjoy most is that we take care of a wide variety of people in our community. I see infants through teenagers and mothers and fathers, and I really enjoy that.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. Game being brought to you by Rosie's Pizza. Rosie's Pizza offers something for everyone with pasta sandwiches and, of course, pizza. Dine in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. And Good Hope Gardens, located at 445 East Main Street in Good Hope. That's just east of the North Elementary School. I'll get it right in a second. Open April through October, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. For all of your fresh produce needs, be sure to follow their Facebook page for daily updates. Currently have pumpkins and all other fall goodies available. Grover and Mary Jo DeCounter and family invite you to Good Hope Gardens. Come see where it's grown as the Rockets send it across and end up getting 4 hits as the hitting error sent it into the net, and it makes it 22-15. And Abby Nelson back to serve. Abby served 4 straight points earlier. She can do that. She can get her team back in this here. Another short serve. Armstrong is there. Green misjudged where she was in correlation with the net, and makes 5 service points for Abby Nelson. It's 22-16. Another serve. This time it's Gerlman. Green sets to Esther on the left side. It's deep and in. Yes, that's a good call. Yep, that's a good call. Esther with the kill for the Rockets. Her first kill of the contest. She's been the hitter several times, but had not got one to fall. Back in to serve is Carly Hamm, number 29, the freshman. Her team leads. Well, we'll go with what the scoreboard says, I guess. I had 23. There's a passing error. It is 24. I thought it was 24. 24-17. Hamm back to serve again. Set and match point. Ford's hit. Received by Gerlman. Tipped across by Green. Now Green a bump set near side to down. She hits it deep, and Daisy Crow had to take it. She couldn't let it fall. Couldn't control it, though, and that's how set number 2 will end. 25-17. Rushville-Industry with the win. We'll take a break and be back right after this on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I feel honored for those patients to have chosen me as their provider to begin with. So when they come in, I definitely have to show them respect and try to take care of them the best way I can.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. Game brought to you by Hensley Grain and Rural Bushnell. Hensley Grain has a long family history of taking an active role in Bushnell Prairie City School District and especially Spartan Athletics. Good luck, Spartans, in your 2021 fall campaign. And Heil Enterprises and Heil Trucking. They can take your product down the road near or far, and also offers top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. The second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support BPC Athletics. Stop by and see Danny or Travis at Route 41, south of Prairie City, or call them at 309-775-3333. Post-game show brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. It offers the best gaming experience in McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also, on game nights, check out TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events, live on the big screens. Come join us and your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. Let's take a real quick look at some stats. Unofficial, of course. 8 service points and 7 kills for Charlie Gerlman for the Rockets. She is just a freshman, war number 23. 5 service points and 4 aces for Ashlyn Downs, the freshman. 3 service points and 2 aces for Delaney Myers, a freshman. Dylan Esther had 1 kill. Addie Green had 3 service points. Elizabeth Corey had 2 service points and a kill. Carly Hamm had 5 service points, and Caitlin Vogler had 1 service point. For the Rockets, for BPC, 5 service points and an ace for Abby Nelson. Sierra Shannon had 2 kills. Audrey Hood had an ace, a point, and 2 kills. And Daisy Crow had 1 kill, while Kendra Ford had 1 service point. You've been listening to the post-game show here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. They offer the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also, on game nights, check out TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events, live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. So we're going to take a break here, and we'll be back on our other feed as we get ready for the varsity contest here at Bushnell Prairie City High School. Looks like the Rockets and the Spartans are already on the court to do their warm-ups. So we'll take a short break, and we'll be back here in just a couple minutes. Once again, 25-10, 25-17, Rushville-Industry with a 2-set victory in JV competition. Varsity action coming right after this.